Good morning, pregame crew. It is Wednesday, September 9th, 8:22 a.m. I will be going live in 8 minutes. Audio-visual test, please. Good morning, Roger, Joe, Jason, Blue Dog, Chris, Tamazon, David, Carlos. Jorge, I hope you're doing well. Thank you for the support. I really appreciate it. I'll check audio visual and then I will mute myself. If you're watching this later on in the day, you can fast forward approximately 8 minutes and I will be going live with pre-market coverage. Thank you, Chuck. Hey, Night Truck. Hey, Chris. I really appreciate it, Chuck. All right, I'm going to mute myself just for a sec. We'll go live in 8 minutes. Good morning, Carlos, Armin, Sandeep. Hey, Ronnie Green. Hope y'all are well. We got 4-hour downtrends. That's the story of the day, but it will come down to hourly trends and will the bulls put their construction hat on? To be determined. All right, I'm going to mute myself for just a bit. Be back on in a minute. Good morning, Chris. Jason, thank you for answering the question. Yes, the show after pregame where we're looking at right before pre-market, and then we go live with the market for an hour. That is in the Chart Guys chat room membership, and we go over all the markets, commodities, crypto, the high level. Then we go over potential trade setups and then your personal request. We usually take one request per person and sometimes two if time permits. We have a midday show at noon Eastern, and then we have a closing show at 3:15 Eastern. Don't forget oil inventory. Nope, oil inventories tomorrow because of the holiday. So if you're trading oil, be sure you know when those key dates are for API estimates and for inventory for nat gas and oil. Hey Barry, hey Eric, John, Bobo, Bobby. Hello, hello. I have to ask, how many times did y'all think about a calf or goose scramble yesterday during your trading day and even after? How many times did you think about it? Hey Judd, hey Kalex. 2 more minutes, I'll get started. 2 more minutes. If you're interested in my trade setup, it's on the screen right now. You can take a screenshot. I use the 50 and 200 simple moving average, the 8 and 21 EMA. Ethereum is popping, by the way. I'm in an Ethereum long position. Ethereum long position. I'm also in FIL and FTT long, and that's crypto altcoins. Ethereum is really popping here. That is crypto. If you don't trade crypto, you can disregard those comments. Several times, John. Good, then I'm doing my job. All right, 1 more minute. I'm going to go ahead and take my chart setup off the screen. I use the CM Ultimate RSI time frame. The blue is the actual time frame that I'm on, which right now is the 4-hour. The slightly orange is the daily RSI, so I can plot 2 time frames on 1 RSI panel. And I like to say real estate. And then the Squeeze Pro indicator by Makito. I use squeezes. I'm primarily an options trader, so that's why I like the squeeze indicator. I like to know when pressure's building. Hey Chris, good morning. Good morning. Okay, let's get this show on the road. I am Chart Gal Lori. I am part of the Chart Guys community. We teach technical analysis. If you're looking to be handed fish on the daily, enter here, do this, do that, we are not for you. We teach technical analysis. We teach you how to fish, which is way more potent and valuable in your life and useful than just handing you the fish and handing you the fish. We teach you how to fish. And I like to say with the swing report, we give you the fish finder. We kind of show you, we hover around where the fish should be. We get you closer to the fish with the swing report, which is a separate service for Chart Guys members. It is a heavily discounted service. If you're a member, if you're not a member, you can still subscribe to the swing report. And we also have Trader Pro alerts and some nice courses. This is the pregame show. I do this 5 days a week. This week, 4 days a week on this shortened week. And I go live at 8:30. I go about 25 minutes. Our live show within the community starts at 9 a.m. Eastern. And so Charting Man Dan will be live in 30 minutes. So what I do is go over the Fab 4 futures. I give you the story of the day, what we're watching. Yesterday was dreamy with the Dow Diamond reversal pattern that we discussed, and then it played out to perfection. Then I go over commodities, crypto, and movers and shakers of the day. I attempt to give you Queen of the Mountain trades every morning. Some mornings we have some hot, nice, clean, clear setups. Other days is kind of the water's a little bit muddy. And I also like to give you just some tips of the day, like whatever trading tip comes to me overnight, in the morning. So I try to help you on your trading journey. It's my absolute passion to help newer traders or even experienced traders who are struggling become consistently profitable. So that's who we are and what we do. Let's get down to business. ES, story of the day is hourly trends. Well, Lori, if the story of the day is hourly trends, why are you on the 4 hour? Because I like the 4 hour for just overall looking at this downtrend and not getting it twisted as to what we're doing. On the 4 hour, we are down. All right, so we are down on the 4 hour. But let's just kind of scroll out and get our bearings. So on the weekly, we have not lost the 8 and 21 EMA, and I love to do this over and over and over. Since April of 2020, we have not lost the 8 and 21 EMA on ES weekly chart. We are in a trend up trade. We are in a trend trade. So will we have a blow off top? Possibly. Could we pull back hard? Yep, sure could. But we can't front run that. We have to have confirmation that the bears are coming in. And I would say yesterday on Dow, it was notable. Let's look at this daily candle yesterday. Look at that volume. It was notable. And I was posting in the room, and I think I posted it on Twitter. If you want to follow me on Twitter, Chart Gal Lori. So I was posting in the room that this bear volume was notable along with this bear candle on Dow. And it is my presumption or assumption that we have traders that have come back from the Hamptons in New York, and we have a lot more people on the trading floor. And I say that in quotation marks. They're probably not on the floor, but lots more people trading since that Labor Day kind of marked the end of summer. So higher volume. We know bears have to bring volume. They have to bring it in order to pull down the market. Well, we've had a very low volume summer. So is this the time that they can pull down the market because they have more volume? Rhetorical, I don't know, but price action will tell us. So let's go back to the 4 hour and let's see who's large and in charge. And I like to look at EMAs relative to price. Look at the slope of those EMAs. So if you're a TCG member, a regular, you know, SOTIMA, slope of the EMA. Look at that 8 EMA, which is your fast EMA, which is weighted more heavily to recent price action. Look at that slope. That is a powerful downward momentum, meaning on pops, it is opportunities to short until the bulls can reverse this trend. So look at the slope of the EMAs on the 4 hour. Take a mental picture. Now let's go to Nasdaq. Look at those EMAs on the 4 hour, how flat. That is way more bullish. So I'm going to flip back to Dow. Okay, so take a mental picture. Nasdaq flat EMAs. Look at those EMAs on the Dow, how much more bearish the Dow is. RTY, look at those EMAs. They are way more bearish. ES, not quite as bearish. So we have the Dow and the Russell leading us to the downside. ES and Nasdaq definitely being the stronger of the two. We did get a lot of upgrades in Nasdaq this morning, but they don't mean as much to me because we have ran so hard on so many names that they upgraded, like Netflix, Google, Microsoft Team, and UPST all got upgrades this morning, and those charts are just super extended. Let me show you what I mean. Look at this team chart. They got to upgrade. Doesn't mean it can't keep going. You know what I like to say, if you want something done, give it to a busy person. Well, if you want some bull action, go find a bull chart and get in. So this is extremely extended, however, and I can't safely recommend for you to get in up here on UPST, our team. Also, I should mention that it's very tough for me to monitor the chat room while I'm trying to rip through 25, 30 charts. So we have mods in there that can answer your question. At the end, I'd like to save just a few minutes so I can go over a few requests. So just bear with me. If you absolutely need your request done, then you probably need to join the chart guys. Okay, so we've established who's the strongest. Nasdaq's the strongest, then ES, then RTY, and then the Dow. The Dow is definitely the weakest. So we're getting oversold. We are oversold on the hourly. And now we're cooling off. We're cooling off that RSI for another potential down leg. So careful, but we have made enough room on the hourly for higher lows on all of them. All of them have room for higher lows. Will they get it? We don't know, but we've got plenty of room for it. So that is the story on all 4 Fab 4 futures is hourly downtrends. Plenty of room for a higher low. Once we put that higher low in, can we go get that higher high? Remains to be seen. Nasdaq. Okay, I need to go back to ES and give you those levels. You have resistance 452150. That's the level you need to break to change the hourly trend. Nasdaq, the level you need to break to change the hourly trend back to the upside, 15679. YM 35112. RTY 227840. And I get a lot of pushback saying, Lori, you need to give us the CFDs. You need to give us the EFTs. It is my contention that futures are way more important because they trade 23 hours a day, 5 days a week, so they're way more important. But it's actually a good exercise for you to go on IWM and say, okay, what's the level there? Lori gave me RTY. What's the level on IWM? Boom, it's clear. QQQ. Sometimes it's not clear on ETFs, I should say. Here it is, SPY. Here it is. So it's a good exercise for you to take what I'm showing you on futures and go apply it to the relative ETFs. I also want to remind you that not this Friday, but next Friday is quad witching, which means dividends, and we have multiple expiration dates. It can get kind of funky. So just know our SPY charts will be messed up after next Friday. Our moving averages will kind of be wonky. Reason number 4012 that I like to use futures. All right, let's go look at commodities. We talked about how bearish gold looked yesterday, and we have potential 4-hour bear flag. Look at this bear volume and look at this bull volume here. To me, this is a clear short opportunity on gold as long as these 4-hour EMAs stay overhead with the slope of the EMA pointing downward. Oil is a potential short here. I posted in commodities channel in the Chart Guys community that I am in a short. My stop is 29.56, and you're like, Lori, you talked yesterday about it being a potential monthly bull flag. Yes, potential monthly bull flag. But one of my favorite trades is 4-hour downtrend straight to test that last high from a lower low position, and we've just gone straight up. So look at this elevated bear volume. The bull volume was not as much. And we don't have inventory today, so I like this trade with a stop of 69.55, 69.56 area. Sometimes I'm hesitant to give you my actual stops. You could front run me. Things could happen, not on oil, but on smaller stocks, yes. But I just like to give a general idea. It is over the 69.48 for a counter trend flip on oil. We have an hourly uptrend, and now we have a little tweezer top, which means these two little sticks. That's where bears sold into these tops. Potential hourly bull flag. I'm being protective. If you are finding any value, and yes, I'm trying to slow my talking down and it's hard for me. If you find any value in these videos, please hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. I put a lot of work and hours into this trying to help people, and I'd appreciate a little thumbs up. It won't cost you anything. Okay, on Bitcoin. It's probably why you're all here. So is this 4-hour higher low set? We don't know yet. Got to get over 47,381. 47,381 to change the 4-hour trend. Ethereum, you got to get over 354560 to change the 4-hour trend. We're getting a decent bounce on Ethereum right now. Having that stop below 3216 is prudent. And of course, always give it wiggle room. And I've said this before, but I just want to say it again. On ETH especially, I find that it likes to pop through those stops and then bounce. Look at this yesterday, $41 and bounce. It is infamous for doing this. So I like to give wiggle room on Ethereum. How do I short oil? I use QM. I use QM because I can buy multiple contracts on QM. CL has a very high tick value. I typically only trade one of those because it's so volatile. QM, I can trade 3 to 5 at a time very comfortably, and I can scale in and out, and I don't care about fees. Of course, fees are important, but it's not really important when you're looking at the profit that's potential in futures. So crypto is trying to put in a temporary bottom on the 4-hour. That is the story of the day. Temporary bottom on the 4-hour. When you look at all this overhead baggage, that all these people that bought up here and are bag holding, they're waiting for these bounces to offload their bags, their Louis, their Hermes, their Chanel, their Dooney & Burke, their Coach. They have these bags overhead waiting for pops to sell into. So be protective on these bounces. All right, I'm going to stop here. And I have one small concept to talk to you about. These are life hacks that have helped me. Here's a couple of nice life hacks, rules to improve your trading journey. There's 2 things my family knows I say often, one more than the other, but I definitely say it often to my children, to my sisters, to my mom. constantly saying these phrases that I learned from various influential people in my life, and they totally apply to trading. Don't be a honker. So a lady is stuck on a narrow one-way street in New York City in the snow. A guy is behind her and begins honking the horn incessantly. The lady gets out of the car, walks back to the guy's truck and says, "Hey, how about you help get the car out of the snow and I'll honk your horn for you." Don't be a honker. Who cares what Jerome Powell is doing? Biden, Feds, shorts, Twitterverse. Be resourceful, be responsible, stop complaining, stop blaming others about your trading failures. Be part of your own trading solution. Don't argue with Twitterverse. Don't get into that negativity. Don't be a honker. Be part of the solution to solving whatever trading journey issue you're having. Don't be a honker. I had someone correct me this morning on my use of gratuitous. No big deal, big girl. I can take correction. But I promise you, the 5 minutes that you spent to type that out on the difference between gratuitous and fortuitous, you could have been setting alerts on your charts and being a more successful trader. Don't be a honker. It will serve you in life. Don't be a honker. Stop rubber banding the forks. I say this so much. My parents just went through a hurricane, and I asked my mom, "What are you doing?" She's like, "I'm cleaning out the drawers." I'm like, "You're rubber banding the forks. Like, take care of the bigger issues. Do you have gas for the generator?" A lady has been recently, this is a story a woman told me that stuck with me. A lady has been recently divorced. Her sister comes over to help her pack for the moving day. And the sister finds the recent divorcee on the floor, rubber banding the forks, while the entire house needs to be packed and nothing is boxed. Stop rubber banding the forks. Stop tweaking indicators to the point of ad nauseum. Stop focusing on details that do not matter. Do not focus on patterns that do not matter, trend lines that do not matter. Focus on the big picture, price action. Get your trading out of the weeds and on the successful highway to consistently profitable days. Stop rubber banding the fork. Stop focusing on things that don't matter. Okay, now I'm going to just move the podium out of the way and get back to charts. Apple. All right, Apple is very bullish. We had the daily inside bars break bull. And you're going to notice a lot of orange alert lines on charts that I trade often because yesterday I missed a crucial level in IWM double top. I wasn't watching it. And I know these charts. I trade them every single day. I trade like 10 to 12 charts, or I watch them, I should say, every single day. So I need to be putting in the homework that I preach to you. I need to put in the homework. So on my regulars, let's see. Apple, Amazon, look at those alerts, set, look at this, set, oh, not Tesla, sorry, XVI, set. Okay, well, maybe I need to go work on Tesla. So do the work, all right. So on Apple, this is a very parabolic chart. I talked to you about the air pocket between price and the 8 EMA, and it's just becoming even more exaggerated. I think this is an amazing chart. This is a swing report name. We have great, let me tell you how much gains we have on this. 1 second. Apple was an August 8th name. We have 7% gain since August 8th. Beautiful chart. I obviously love it, so I'm not going to suggest shorting it up here, but it is extended. So if these extended Nasdaq names start pulling back, that is a uh-oh for the market because it is who we're depending on. It's literally the only sector keeping us out of the gutter for now. And we got to keep watching for a rotation. When the music stops and it's not rotating anywhere, then we have an issue. So on Apple, I don't necessarily have a trade for you. I'm saying be cautious up here. Be big. Be big. I posted this yesterday, real time, when we were testing this 868 resistance, and I got many messages. A lot of you got a part of this action. I think there's still some action left, but now we're bouncing off the 0.618, which is what I was going to talk to you about this morning, and it's already happening. We have an hourly tweezer bottom at that 0.618. So the key resistance is 1190. This one has squeeze potential right here, right now. What I see is a back burner trade or a hold trade, and you have to be ninja-like. If you are a newer trader or a moderately experienced trader, I'd stay away from this name. It can eat you up and spit you out. So on Be Big, I like a back burner trade, and I like a high of low bar trade. High of low bar means we watch for a pullback where we have the candles pull back on the 2 minute. We wait for a break of that low bar, and we enter on the break of that low bar and put our stop below the low of that candle. You can rewind if that was too fast for you. I realize I kind of go fast sometimes. Cano. Okay. I don't know that I have a trade for you on this right here, right now, but I would be watching for a pullback to the daily EMAs for a potential buy. It's just an interesting chart that could get some volatility today. The CEO has bought over $14 million of stock in the last week. This is significant, very significant. So this name could be pulling off a daily bull flag. Y'all know the criteria. We typically don't like to see upper wicks on a daily bull flag. That's not good, but this could be, wait, let me check the volume first before I say anything else. Yeah, that volume, I thought I checked it. So this could be a potential buy on a pullback. So maybe a pullback to 1311 could be a buy. Cano. Clove's pulling back. This is a heartbreaker. One of our biggest wins in the pregame history is on Clove. And one of the worst setups that we had was Clove. It didn't work for us. If you used stops, you were fine on the Queen of the Mountain setup, but it can be a heartbreaker. It has to hold 1028 to keep the bull flag alive. You can do the 5 minute back burner trade is now off the table, but a potential high of low bar. I know a lot of you want me to come in here and say bullish, 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 bullish. I can't. It has ran pretty hard. This has a nice slope to it. I like the slope. I like the short float. So 1028 is that level they must hold, which matches up with the hourly 21 EMA to keep that bull flag alive. You ninjas can get in there and bottom fish 1028 on a high and low bar setup. CMG is a money badger, got an upgrade to 2250. I would be looking for a high of low bar setup, got a nice upgrade. I don't like the range yesterday. Look at that range in this bear flag setup, meaning we could bounce from here and still get a lower high compared to 1926. Remember yesterday I talked to you about a CGC hourly inside bar being the most likely scenario, and that's what happened because it had such a large range on last Friday. Let's look at it. Stop talking about it, Lori, and show it to him. So this was my actual what I wrote. This is what I just wrote yesterday. I showed y'all how this range was so large, and if we were to pop into the middle of it around 1726, then we could be locked within that range for the day, and that's what happened. So CMG, I don't want that to happen. We have a large range yesterday, but I do like it to the bullish side on a high of low bar trade and put your stop under that high or low bar, and then keep walking it up in this potential inside bar scenario. 1923.96 was the actual high yesterday. 1926.99 was after hours action coin. All right. SEC troubles on coin. So we got crypto trying to bounce, and coin has some crypto trouble. So we got a little conflicting signals on coin, meaning if crypto were to bounce, this could get going, and the hourly is oversold. But I would be looking to short the 268 area, which matches up with the hourly 21 EMA. So I'm looking short Queen of the Mountain on coin on a bounce. Can't short in the hole. Can't short in the hole. I like meat on my chicken bones. I need meat on the bone. Not a lot of meat on the bone on this trade right here, right now. Cody. I only put Cody because I just saw someone ask about it before I got started. I like that this is looking for a daily higher low. Plenty of room for a daily higher low, and the 4 hours oversold. I like what you're watching. I don't know what the news was, but potential oversold bounce for you oversold bounce junkies. I like Cody for oversold bounce. Let me see if I can give y'all some fibs on this. It has to hold 913. Okay, it lost that. 886 lost that. 858 lost that. Okay, 819 is it. So we got to hold that. This $8 area would be ideal. You see how we're bouncing right here at 819? Man, this is pretty beat up. I like this for oversold bounce if that's your trade style. Resistance, 856, 858, 863. Coop. Man, I spent too long on my concepts. Okay, Coop got a lot of upgrades, had great earnings. This is a back burner trade, and this is high of low bar. Careful on any bounce. Odds favor a lower high on 29938. Y'all remember those other trades we killed, like, what was it, D-Dog, where we had these killer earnings and we jumped in and we rode the rocket higher? I'm not looking for a rocket higher above $300 because we pulled back down within this range. But I like this for a bull scalp on a 5-minute back burner, high of low bar. Dash, what trade? On the 4-hour, we have a squeeze. So I like Dash to the bullish side. Support 195.81, 195.64, 194.31, resistance 197.33, and 197.84. Yes, UPST looks like it's going to push higher. I covered it earlier. It's very extended. No meat on the bones left for me. DKNG. Possible sell the news event. I know I typed that out. Where did I type it out? On the daily? Yep. Watching for sell the news event soon, meaning they got their new Rocket game announced this morning, and we have football win Thursday night. So I have an alert set for 66.80. We have a little tucked resistance right here for a potential short, and I have the alert set right inside that at 66.50 for a potential sell the news event. We're very extended. So I'm looking for DKNG short, and it might not happen today. Maybe it needs to happen tomorrow when the actual football season kicks off. Isn't it tomorrow? I think it is. If I'm wrong, then disregard that. Microsoft has an upgrade daily EQ buying opportunity here. 29683 needs to hold. 29683 daily EQ, potential weekly bull flag. That's one for mom's refrigerator. Beautiful weekly bull flag, daily EQ. We could even break this little 29683 just a little bit and still go higher for weekly bull flag. Snap. Set up well for a swing idea. This is actual swing report name. We have a squeeze. We have RSI turning up. We just need that volume to match the EMA turning up and price turning up. SPRT. Okay, it got through the resistance at 21.49. Next resistance 22.95. 17.57 needs to hold. This is Dan's trade idea, and I'm not throwing him under the bus if it doesn't work. I'm giving him credit because I think it's a great trade idea for looking for that daily higher low. Support 1970, 1964. Put this in that be big and that clove category of a name that can eat you up and spit you out. Be protective. Ninja. Tesla, great trade yesterday, pre-game setup. Got more positive news this morning. China and another country saying they exceeded sales opportunities. Now, this is not going to be popular. I love Tesla to the long side. I love this chart. But Tesla tends to shake off gains after one day. So I'm looking for a little pullback, and then I want to buy a high and low bar setup. If it doesn't come, then fine. But I would love a back burner trade. Let's go set that alert. Okay, back burner trade set. Back burner trade alert set. Now, a high or low bar may happen without oversold, and that's okay too. I would like a long on Tesla on a pullback. I'm looking for it to pull back today because that is the character of Tesla. Good news run, and it may change character today, and great for the Tesla bulls. QQQ. Your level 382.23, 382.35. Your support is 381.66, 381.22. SPY. 451.80 resistance support, 450.82, 450.15. Look at SPY. Here's where my alerts are set, my key alerts. 44615 is that key support I'm eyeing. I will be buying SPY if it were to get to that level. Okay. Cody. Oh, Cody's issuing stock. Okay, then danger. That's a different scenario. It could still bounce, but that type of dilution I do not like. They have to dilute to pay for Kylie's purchase. Okay. I have time for literally one question. Yeah, hit that like button. Thank you so much on the Cody offering stuff. Ronnie. Okay. EL best in breed. Okay. Yeah, I used to work for Estee Lauder. I was a makeup girl in college. Okay, hourly bear flag. I was the worst Estee Lauder girl. I had girls I worked with, some women be like, oh, I want my skin to look like yours. And they would be like, oh, use this. It's $100. You'll look just like me. And the lady's 60 and the girl working beside me is another college kid, 20 years old. A lady would ask me that and be like, honey, it ain't going to do that. It's just going to fluff you up a little bit, but you're still going to have wrinkles. I was not the best salesperson. Let's just say that. Yeah, 30-minute bear flag on EL. But yes, I love Estee Lauder more than Coty. Okay, last one. Last two. Match. It gave us a little bounce. Kind of disappointing. Y'all know what I call those disappointing stocks. We could get an inside bar today. Yesterday's range was pretty big. Resistance 160, 160.94. Got to get over 160.94. Support 159.32, 158.53. SE. Dan's going live in 3 minutes. SENS. Daily inside bar. Key resistance 408. Support 388. That's it for me. Love y'all. Use stop losses. Hit the like button. Bring a friend tomorrow. TCG or see you in the room.